You know, I'm a big fan of Disney movies, and most little girls are because, Disney makes it look all wonderful and glorious, and you find your Prince Charming, and you think, oh, this is what life is like. No, little girls, no, not at all. The only Disney movie that comes even close to reality when it comes to men is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, because at least you can get experience with 7 dreadful little men before you find Prince Charming. Except for in this day and age, it would be called Snow White and the 7 Dorks. And their names are Creepy, Clingy, Sleazy, Humpy, Gropey, Awful, and Dork. Creepy. This is the guy who, while you're pumping gas at the gas station, is like, hey, baby, how are you? And you're like, is he on the America's Most Wanted list? Ugh. No. Stay away from Creepy. But we've all had him. Then there's Clingy. Clingy, in the beginning, you're like, oh, he's so sweet and attentive. And then when you're in the bathroom peeing and he's like knocking on the door just because he misses you, that takes Clingy to a whole new level. Then there's Sleazy. This is Mr. Macho, who will sleep with your sister, your best friend, your mother, and let's face it, probably your grandmother if he were drunk enough and had the opportunity. Yeah. Then there's Humpy. This is the guy who dry humps your leg, and if you bend over in the kitchen to pick up something, he's behind you, just ready to go. Only dry, though. Weird, right? Then there's Gropey, aka Mr. Handsy in public, when he's always touching you at inappropriate places and pinching your butt and grabbing your boobs, and this isn't church, and you're like, dude, get off me. Gropey, yeah, we've all had the groper. Then there's Awful. We don't need to talk about him very much. His name speaks for himself. And then there's Dork. This guy is really sweet, but super dorky, like Urkel from that show, or Sheldon, the whole new level of dork. But, let's face it, sometimes we date the dorky guy because being with a dork is better than being alone. And then you find your Prince Charming, and you're so happy and in love, and then you get married. And then the new set of little dwarf men show up, and their names are Lazy, Farty, Sloppy, Horny, Scratchy, Smelly, and Drunk. That's it. That's what we have to look forward to.